Welcome to Does It Hold Up? I'm Mike.
I'm Kirsten.
I'm Doug.
And we're here to watch Krull and tell you whether it's any good or not. Now,
It's Excalibur meets Star Wars.
according to Variety, yeah, Excalibur meets Star Wars, lavishly mounted. I don't know what that means, but that sounds kinky as hell.
Yeah, Ben, I'm betting it's
Yeah, no.
an inaccurate statement as well.
Yeah, well, you haven't seen this movie, so you have no idea
I
whether
don't think I
Excalibur
have.
meets Star Wars.
I don't think I have.
I think I'm the only one who's seen this one. It's on our list because we're kind of picking out stuff that was used in Ready Player One, right? Yeah, we're like, that was used in Ready Player One, so obviously that's pop culture reference enough. And the Glaive, this mislabeled weapon that he has in his movies, was used in the movie. So I loved this movie as a kid. I remember it's got another early Liam Neeson role in it, so I think it's awesome. But yeah, if you guys haven't seen it, what do you guys think? I mean, what do you think of that statement right there? Excalibur meets Star Wars. We've seen Excalibur on here now, so we know.
Yeah. I don't know. I'm concerned that it's going to be a repeat of Excalibur, just with people dressed up in like fantasy alien.
Well, it's not nearly as long as Excalibur, so there's that.
Yeah.
It's maybe
Yeah.
like a summarized version.
Yeah, like summarized version. What do you think, Doug? What are you hoping for this? I'm surprised you haven't seen this. This is like right your alley.
Yeah, I have well, I don't know. Like I said, there is a outside possibility that I saw this some random Saturday morning when I was a kid and just didn't know what it was called.
Sure.
Maybe didn't see the whole thing. But I also didn't, my grandparents had cable when I was a kid,
Yeah.
but my family didn't. So
That was the same with me. I went to my parents'
The
house to
only-
watch cable.
yeah. So unless I happened to randomly see it there, it was not something I would have gone to see in the theaters.
Right.
So,
Fair enough. I don't think I saw it in the theaters either.
Yeah.
I think this was cable TV stuff.
yeah.
But I remember loving it. Now, to be honest with you, to be fair, I've not seen this in a long time. So this could be a total nostalgia thing. But if Variety says
Krull.
Excalibur meets Star Wars, come on, that's got to be good.
Never have happened on Earth.
I
The
think
only thing
in
that's got
that
me
time
worried.
period, everybody was looking for the next Star Wars.
That's true. That's true. And the only thing that I'm afraid of is that I don't remember a whole lot about this movie. And if it's something that was that good, you figure it would stick in my head more,
Right.
right? So I'm like,
Yeah, like I
I
know
remember the
what the plot is.
weapon. I remember the magician guy. I know there's a Cyclops in it, so that's cool.
Isn't
lasers and stuff?
Now, is this? I seem to recall something where, like, can he control the weapon? Like, make it fly around in a certain way, like control it with his mind or something like that?
I think so.
Because I seem to recall that about some movie with that kind of thing,
Yeah.
where you throw it and it'd be like, "Meh."
Yeah.
But I don't know for sure. Like, it would come back to him, even though
Yeah.
physics would dictate it shouldn't.
Oh yeah, this thing is like the most ridiculous weapon ever. I don't know if you guys can see this weapon on this thing, but they call it a glaive in the movie, which I kept, even as a kid, I'm like, that's not a glaive. Glaive's a polearm.
Yeah.
What is this thing? It's like a ninja star with, it's like a kind of boomerang thing, ninja
Right.
star. But it came back to him in Ready Player One. He chucked it and spun around. It does come back to him. Yes, like a boomerang.
Yeah, so.
Right. I remember as a kid, I actually tried to make one of these. I had I had a little. Of course, it didn't work because I had like a different kind of blade stuck on each end of it. Because I didn't have 5 blades. I'm a little kid trying to build something.
Sharpened popsicle sticks.
Yeah, exactly. Yeah. Chucking that thing around the yard with the dog. But yeah, I mean, and I think one of those like Nerf boomerangs, so it only had 3 prongs. Whatever it was. I was a kid. Cut me some slack. All right.
No,
So what are we hoping for in this? I'm hoping it's
Not to
actually
suck.
hoping. I hope it doesn't suck. That's true. That's what we kind of hope for any movie, really. What can you hope for? Looking back at this thing, I'm like,
That's not Liam Neeson, so
I'm
hoping there's more Liam Neeson than they cover.
they do.
There is.
Yeah, but they actually there's more on the cover than there is in the movie actually, because they actually put it on the back, and obviously this cover came out after Liam Neeson became big. Because look, it's starring Liam Neeson. It doesn't star Liam Neeson. He's like a bandit in the background. He's not even the leader of the bandits. He's like the muscle. So, from what I remember. So, I remember, well, you might have, who knows? Because this one could be, this is one of those weird ones that it could be either way, because I don't remember a whole lot about it. But I'm excited for it. I'm excited because, you know, the weapon was used in Ready Player One. And I'm excited for you guys to see it, and hopefully for the first time, because I love showing crappy stuff to people that have never seen it before. All right, so we're hoping it doesn't suck. Predictions. Doug, what are you predicting here? You predict it's going to meet Excalibur?
No.
Excalibur meets Star Wars? You think Variety was way off the rocker?
Yes. I'm just hoping that the weapon is as cool as they suggest it is.
Well, it's front and center on the cover.
That doesn't necessarily mean a lot, but
Yeah.
I'm hoping that the weapon is as cool as they make it out to be.
Yeah.
And I mean, from what little I read on the back, just it seems like it's that kind of a small rebel group fighting a like nasty overlord, the Beast, whatever the Beast is.
Yeah.
So
I don't remember anything about the bad guy. So it's got to be it's got to be memorable because I don't remember anything about it. What about you, Kirsten? What are you predicting?
Well, okay. Isn't, just clear me up here, in Mass Effect, the Rex, he's a Krull, right?
He's
like Krall, right?
No, that's a Krogan.
Krogan.
Yes.
I feel
I
like
think
there's
there is
a Krull.
I think there's a Krogan named Krull. I think
I think so.
in
yeah.
Mass Effect.
Because that's what I immediately thought of as soon as I heard Skull or Krull. I thought Skull and Krull together, so I like immediately thought of like some brutish like big guys. I don't know. I really don't know what to expect. I picked it because of the name only, and you're saying that it's Excalibur, so I can't even put like Rex into any situations where he'd go find Excalibur because that just sounds ridiculous to me.
As long as you don't think it's some kind of superhero.
No, I don't.
This is not a Superman movie.
This
is
time,
not.
this
is a
time
fantasy
I'm
one.
100% going in blind. I have no idea what to expect.
That's right. Well, that's good. You have an open mind for this thing. That's going to be good. We do a little behind the scenes how we do this, a little behind the curtain. We throw up a list of movies. We come up with a list of movies we loved as kids, and then Kirsten like shoots them down based on how long is that? Did we do fantasy or sci-fi last time? I don't like the way that guy looks. We're going to go with this one, and then we end up with the movie we're reviewing. Very scientific process.
More or less. Yeah.
So it's very important. All right, so we're off to watch Krull. Hopefully it holds up. Like I said, I don't remember a whole lot about it, but I remember really liking this movie. I remember liking it enough as a kid to go around trying to pretend I'm the guy, even though he's generic and kind of forgettable compared to the cast around him from what I remember. But all right, off to see Krull. We'll be back and let you know whether it holds up. Here goes the Glaive. The space part is the Star Wars part. Glaive flying through space.
And then the rest is on Earth.
This whole movie is based around a cool weapon. That's all it is.
I mean, it's a cool weapon.
Excalibur was even based around the weapon, and it was named after the weapon. All right, we just got back from watching Krull. Actually, we didn't. We watched Krull like a couple weeks ago. But as you can see, we decided to change clothes and hairstyles and colors and stuff. So
if we struggle, that's because it's been a little while.
Yeah.
So
Which I don't.
putting our Does It Hold Up together is an adventure. You never know what's going to happen. And in this particular case, the very last, our end footage was lost.
Yeah.
We have the sound, so if you're going to be listening to it on, probably listening to the original one on Stitcher.
Yeah.
But
So you wouldn't have heard us say.
so you wouldn't hear any of this stuff. But
Right.
those of you watching it, we had to retape this. Retape.
That's all right.
In the 1980s.
Yep.
Same concept.
Same concept. We're recording this. So now we're gonna think back a couple weeks ago when we watched Krull. Did we like it? No, I'm just kidding.
It's a fun, silly little movie.
Yes.
I mean, it's not great, but it's not horrible either.
Yeah.
It's got
Right.
some.
I believe we said it was completely adequate for fantasy adventure.
And it's the funny. I think we all agreed. I could be wrong, but I think we all agreed that the main character's kind of meh, whatever. But all of the side characters were pretty
Pretty
cool.
cool, yeah.
So, I mean, even funny enough, even the little priest acolyte kid is actually kind of cooler than the main character is.
Oh man.
And the main character's not bad. He's just vanilla.
Yeah.
He just so
It's just such the average
this warrior prince, good looking.
Yeah.
You know, your typical hero guy.
Right.
Although he does have hairy chest, he didn't shave his chest for this, which is I applaud that, very manly. But yeah, I mean, was it Star Wars meets Excalibur? That was a tagline on this thing.
I could see the concepts that they were trying to get across,
Yeah.
but I would not say that.
No, definitely not.
If anything, it was like felt like Lord of the Rings meets Star Wars meets like I don't know.
And we're
just
talking like
hodgepodge.
the animated Lord of the Rings
Not
from the
the
70s,
movies,
right?
yeah.
Not
It's
the
like-
movies.
Right.
Yeah.
There's no quality to this.
Yeah.
It's like your county theater group's version of Lord of the Rings
Yeah.
with that kind of production value.
Because this was obviously a budget movie because there are like 3 extras.
Right.
Well, there's
Yeah.
the bandit extras, and then like you see no people anywhere. You know, oh, there's the main castle.
Right.
There's a bunch of people there, and then they all die.
Where's
And there's no villages, no
Right.
The
towns.
barmaid that turns into like a witch and dies like 5 seconds later.
Yeah,
Yeah.
yeah.
There's
so
no.
that's
It's,
it.
Yeah.
it is. I will say, you can tell. It has the sensibilities of like that period. You know, all the sets. It's not very few open shots out in the world, right? They're all like set pieces.
Right.
Which at some points, like when they're in a swamp and you can tell like it just piles of sand dumped around. It's like,
and like you've got the shot of them riding to the castle. There's all the rocks. There's people riding, and then
Yeah.
there's a castle in the background, which is obviously a mall.
right, yeah. We're joking about them. Where do they farm? Farming rocks.
Yeah.
But there's no town around the castle. There's
Right.
no serfs, no nothing. Yeah, no farmland. They're farming rocks.
Yeah.
But other than that, Chris, what do you think of this?
I don't remember it being too terrible. I honestly don't remember a whole lot of it beyond the ending being pretty cool but crazy and ridiculous. I feel like I didn't not enjoy it. Just like it wasn't impressionable enough for me to be like, oh my god, I just watched Krull and you need to too. It was more like, I just watched a school movie. You heard of it? Sort of deal.
Nice, yeah. Yeah. You did give it a thumbs up. It was actually,
I did, yeah.
I remember. I listened to the audio. Like, what do we think of this? I don't remember this. I will say this: the whole marketing behind this thing is the glaive, the weapon itself, right? It's on the cover. It made it into Ready Player One, the weapon,
Yes.
Yeah.
right? And it is pretty much the most pointless weapon around here. He uses it. He doesn't use it the entire movie until the very end, and he cuts open a doorway with it.
Right.
And he dispatches like maybe 5 dudes.
3 or 4.
3 or 4,
guys.
yeah.
And then tries to kill the main villain,
Yeah,
but
in the very video-esque type fight where
right.
he's got to dodge fireballs, I think, shooting
Right.
at him, and he's chucking the weapon at it. Doesn't
boss
do it.
fight.
The boss fight, yeah. Big
But
boss.
loves flamethrower.
Yeah.
Counters all.
But the true weapon, he couldn't beat it without love, and true love is a flamethrower. If we learn to take anything from this movie, it's that true love is a flamethrower.
And that none of us have.
And none of us have true love, apparently, because I never got. Did you get a flamethrower when you got married?
No.
I don't know.
Still
Elon
don't know.
Musk, hook us up. We need a flamethrower. But yeah, the weapon was just kind of a letdown. I don't know whether it would cost too much.
And it's got this like 5-minute quest. It's
Yeah.
like, oh, there's this big. Oh, you're the one. You got to go and retrieve this, and it's
And
like,
he's got to put his hand in lava to get it.
Yeah.
he climbs a mountain and puts his hand in lava, and you're like, oh, I got it.
Yeah,
Right.
I'm like,
Oh, all right.
But do you want it after that?
Yeah.
No, but I'm telling you, it's.
Considering what it does at the end of the movie, you're like, that wasn't worth it.
I got a theory. Is how as generic as this movie is, because the bad guy is the Beast,
Yeah.
Mhm.
and his troopers are were they something generic?
I don't even remember. Yeah, it's so
It's
forgettable.
I mean, almost like the Dark Warriors. That's how generic almost they were. I have a feeling that someone will just doodle this glaive up. What? This is a cool weapon. We should make a movie around this. And then realize that the special effects budget to make that glaive work, was way high. So
it was easier to make a flamethrower.
Yeah. Apparently, it's a lot easier than chucking a glaive successfully.
Yeah.
Probably easier
the weapon that should cut his hand off every time.
Exactly. Every time he tries to
catch
catch
it when it comes back to him.
I'm telling you, But I think that's what it plays like. That's what it was. It was just a complete this is a cool concept because it's on all the marketing.
Yeah.
You're expecting this cool weapon, and that's not a glaive. Glaive with a pole arm.
Yeah.
This is like Ninja Star. I don't know what it is.
I remember us talking during it. Did we ever decide whether or not it was like mind controlled or it was like its own being?
I don't know. He looked like he was concentrating really hard and it was cutting through that.
Yeah.
It's basically a sawzall. That's all.
Yeah, because he was going like this while it was.
Yeah, while it was spinning around. So
it seemed like it, but it was hard to tell because it kind of just did its own thing, and he was just like there to retrieve it when I came back.
It took care of those I don't know, those slug things in the armored suits pretty easy.
Oh yeah.
So
Well,
that was another thing. It had cool, we were talking about how cool looking everything was, right? It was a cool concept, like this traveling fortress through space that conquers planet by planet. The cool concept of how the castle looks living on the inside, looks like it's like like you're inside of a creature of some type.
Right.
How they kept the beast kind of like in the shadows, not fully formed kind of thing. And then his troopers are like these slug things in armored suits.
Right. So when you destroy the armor, they burrow out, burrow into the ground out of it. But then you never hear anything else about it.
Yeah, it's just like a bunch of great ideas kind of thrown together to make a movie.
Yeah.
Right. It's like this is a cool concept, right? It's a bunch of cool production art. It's like leftover production art from all these other movies.
Yeah.
That they all kind of gathered up. Like that's cool. Oh, that was a cool.
Let's use this. Let's use that. Yeah.
Exactly. With no real fleshed out backstory to the whole thing, right? I mean, it just felt that kind of generic. And, we need bandits and an old wise man.
Yeah.
And, just all these tropes that are just kind of like thrown together.
Right.
And it turned out to be a serviceable movie, for the whole thing. It wasn't bad in any way. It was just nothing stood out, which is why I don't think any of us remembered it when we saw it.
Relatively bland. Like you said, there could have been a lot more to it.
Yes. Yeah.
This is one of those properties that stop taking good movies and remaking them and stuff like that.
Yeah.
Mind these old movies like this. Yeah. This is not a crappy concept.
Yeah.
Right.
It just wasn't terribly well executed.
Yeah.
Yeah.
If you took all of this stuff and then developed a real movie,
right?
Yeah.
Real with real production values, it could be really awesome.
Right.
Yeah, it could be pretty good. I mean, just trying to think. You can imagine a current day version of this, right, with the special effects, and everything done, and they flesh out the monster a little bit better, and his people, and it would. Yeah, I'm trying to imagine. Some like a Tom Hardy attached to this, in the lead role. Someone you're gonna remember, afterwards.
Right.
But I don't know. So Tom Hardy, start growing your chest hair out. And you're gonna need you for Krull. But other than that, I think we all gave it a thumbs up. Last time it wasn't. I'm trying to remember what our scores were, but it was just. What do you think? What do you think you scored it last time?
I think I scored it around a 7 or an 8, one of the two. It was a pretty decent movie.
Yeah.
Like if we were watching bad movies, I'd suggest not bad movies, not like this was bad, but like older movies, cornier movies. Yeah, I would suggest this to be on the list for like friend recommendations. So
yeah, you got a 7.5.
Yeah.
What you gave it last time? What about you? Remember?
I'd probably go 6.5.
6.5. You gave it a 7 last time.
Did I?
Yeah.
And just because more that I think about it, I'm like, it was pretty vanilla.
Yeah, coming right off of it, you're like, okay, that's cool, but it doesn't. I think I gave it a 7.
And the characters, you remember more about the characters than the overall plot.
Yeah, I mean, the Cyclops was awesome, right? And it was done with practical effects.
Yeah.
He looked cool.
Yeah, for sure.
And he was a cool character, and but he was still very in the background, right? The bandit captain was cool, I like the bandits, all of them. Liam Neeson was one of them. You know,
Yeah.
poor Pablo died.
Pablo.
And then there was, the wizard.
If he was a wizard,
Ergo.
he never did any. Oh, Ergo.
Ergo,
Oh,
yeah.
yeah. Okay. Ergo.
Yeah, Ergo the Magnificent.
Yeah.
Well, the coolest thing he did was when he flew across with his fireball through.
Yeah.
It wasn't.
Yeah.
Of course, he was 1,000 leagues off where he landed, so he wasn't really
Right.
good at it. But
Still cool.
yeah, still pretty cool. So, yeah, but like I said, you're right. All the background characters were all cooler. Were all more memorable than the,
Yeah.
than the main hero. And I have a feeling like the female lead, she just didn't. After she got kidnapped, she started off as a cool character,
Yeah.
right? Kind of strong-willed, kind of
Yeah.
heroine type. And then after she got captured, she was reduced to just wandering around the bad guy's castle.
Right.
Didn't
Right.
really do anything after that.
Trying
so.
to figure her way out and
Yeah.
getting caught at all corners.
And then just waiting for him to come, power tour out of the last chamber.
Right.
Yeah.
But even the old man, he loved the spider, but no one's perfect. He was cool. He was a cool character. I don't know.
Yeah.
They're all cool. Like I said, if you're looking in the mood for a decent cheesy movie, Krull will do it. If you're into fantasy, it's not going to be anything that's going on a shelf next to Lord of the Rings or Excalibur or anything like that.
Right.
Yeah.
You got a thumbs up from us, so there you go. It does hold up. It just wasn't one of the greats.
Right.
Yeah.
So, but far less cheesy than some of the other things. Better than Flash Gordon.
Yes.
And it didn't have the awful soundtrack of Lady Hawk. So
Yes.
there you have it. So decent soundtrack, decent special effects for the time, and a decent, serviceable fantasy action movie.
Yeah.
All right, guys, that's the best we can remember from 2 weeks ago. So hopefully,
Yeah.
hopefully we're at least as entertaining as we were last time.
And if not, then go check out the Stitcher.
And then go listen to the Stitcher, see what we said. Totally the opposite of what we're saying now. It's
Right.
like,
The main guy was so cool, but those other guys, the sporting characters.
Yeah.
Don't listen to us if we said that.
yeah, we don't know what we're talking about. Well, it's most of the time. But. All right, guys. Thanks again for watching us, or critique our another '80s classic,
Yeah.
Yeah.
another piece of Mighty Dog's childhood. We'll be back next time with some more '80s goodness, and find out if it holds up or not. So, thank you. Please like, subscribe, share with your friends, hit those links down below to support the channel, and we'll see you next time. Bye.